We are back with another one, and you are here with Talisha at the Finance Hub, and we have another dilemma. When I read this dilemma, it jarred me. Everyone that knows me knows how much I love my granny. So if something like this, was to happen within my family, I would be like so heartbroken, so angry, I would lose my fucking sense. Because you don't do certain things. You don't do things like this. When our grandma died, my aunt collected money from the whole family to help pay for the funeral. But she never paid the funeral home. She pocketed about 5 grand. My mum had to borrow to cover the bill. My aunt said she needed it more. We haven't seen her since. The fucking audacity. Do you know how disgusting that is? Listen, people. Integrity, holds weight. You see, the way that you do things, the way that you show up is so important, especially times like this. Your mum died. You rallied the family like, yeah, this is what we're doing. And you pocketed the peas. Are you mad? Nongye renge kyo, nongye renge kyo. That's what I'd have to be doing. Family protection is so important. And it's important to make sure that our grandparents, our parents, even ourselves have our shit in order and have our things in order. We know we got our funeral paid for. We know what's happening there. No one doesn't have to take it out my account when I'm dead. These things are so important because when somebody dies and money's involved, I'm telling you, people lose their mind. It's like they ain't got no head sense. And there's stealings going on. It's madness. The fact that she stole money from family, 5 bags. You stole 5 bags. That's disgusting. That's bummy. Your aunt's a bum. And then your mum had to borrow that. Guys, make sure that we are having these conversations with our family so people know what is going on. And also, there can be a lot of chefs in the kitchen. Some families, they don't really have good dynamics. When somebody is about to pass over or cross over to the other side and transition, it is important that we can sometimes put our pride aside to say, actually, this is what needs to be done for granny. This is what needs to be done for granddad. Find out who is the executor, who needs to be steering the ship, and people rally. And if there's no one to be steering the ship, each person does one little bit to make sure that the transition is smooth. No one should be stealing no money. Integrity should be at its highest when somebody's ready to transition over. It fucking breaks my heart that people behave like this. Listen, darling, I'm so sorry that your family had to go through this, and had to deal with that treacherous auntie of yours. I'm so sorry that your mum had to borrow and beg to pay for that. Guys, get your life insurance. Get life insurance on your family today. The funeral and all that's covered. Funerals are expensive now, If they want to be buried, they're spending 20 bags. Easy. 5 grand for the plan, 10.5 grand for the plot if they want to be buried in a casket, in a coffin. Headstone, 3.5, 4 grand, even 5 grand headstone. What are we at now? We're already at 20 bags and we ain't even had the celebration. And black people, they love to have celebration. They love to have party, 999, all these things. Funerals are getting expensive. Get your cover. I'm telling you, make sure your grandparents, they've got something. They've either got cover or they got an ISA or they got a house that they own. That if the house sell, pay for the funeral, do whatever. But make sure their shit's in order. Or it's going to fall on you. Or you're going to be rallying GoFundMe. Hey, please, GoFundMe. Yeah, you're going to be doing that. And don't nobody want to do that. Speak to the elders in your family so we can make sure this doesn't happen. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's got their part to play. No one ain't stealing. Disgusting. There's 4 things that I think you should do to try and combat this. I think you should document the betrayal of your auntie. I think you should, keep the text messages, keep the communication, all of those things. The second thing I would say to do would be to face the truth head on. Face it. This is what she's done. She's a scumbag. She's treacherous. If she can do it to her own mother, and she can do it to her family, she can do it to anyone. Come to terms with that. Third thing you should do is try and seek some accountability. Try and talk to her so she can get some accountability. Fourth thing would be to protect yourself and your family, your main family, because money has been given to this person and it's been given to her willingly, right? Under the false pretense that it was to pay for a funeral. Clearly, there was some trust there between the family. So I also think it's important that in order to protect yourself, even if you have to try and take her to small claims court to try and recover the £5,000, try and do that. Because at this point, family doesn't mean nothing to her, so it shouldn't mean nothing to you. We can't choose our family by blood, but we can choose our family. Do you get it? Sometimes blood ain't thicker than water. Remember that. Guys, if you got any advice for this lady, drop it in the comment section. Remember to follow, like, share, tell a friend. You're here with Talisha at the Finance Hub, where we talk about dilemmas, we talk about debt, we talk about financial literacy, and how we each one teach one and support each other to be more financially stable, financially confident, and financially literate.